Hey everyone, Joel here with Tell Me More. Today we are talking about the Great Decoupling. Why the Great Decoupling? Because in the world of SEO and marketing, we always have to come up with some new jargon to make us look smarter than we really are. But what are we talking about here? The Great Decoupling is a decoupling of impressions and clicks or traffic. We're seeing graphs like this show up all over the internet. This is one of our clients here where we're seeing impressions near all-time highs and traffic near multi-year lows. And it's not just us. Obviously, this idea of the Great Decoupling is also happening with everybody. This is an article by Search Engine Roundtable. We're seeing these types of graphs absolutely everywhere. Here is Ahrefs telling us the reason why, right? AI overviews are reducing clicks naturally. So they actually put a number to it around 34.5% when an AI overview appears. That's how much the organic traffic falls. So it's not just us. Now there is a silver lining, particularly with some of our clients. We are seeing branded traffic up really, really high. This is year-over-year traffic for the last 3 months. It's showing that we're 25% higher than we were at the same time a year ago. So despite overall traffic being substantially lower, the branded traffic is substantially up, and the overall real business results for this client is roughly the same from organic sources year over year. Now, that's great, but we're not paid to keep things the same. We're paid to have things moving in the right direction. And so we want to double down and get even more branded traffic. How do we turn this around? And this gets to our particular solution, how we're approaching it in our agency, which is we are embracing an AI content generation process with all of the articles that we write. And we've realized that we need to release more content and more relevant content to try to, with the same or less budget, to try to get the traffic that we have been, that's been dropping. And now, how do we do that in a way that doesn't get penalized? Because obviously, a lot of people have been using AI content generation processes for a couple of years now. We've been slow to adopt it, despite what Google said. Google told us a couple of years ago that with their search guidance on AI content, that they will reward high quality content no matter how it's produced. So whether a robot writes it or a human writes it, as long as that content automation is helpful content, it's going to be rewarded. Well, one of the reasons we have taken that with a grain of salt is because oftentimes Google will tell us one thing and then do another. And indeed, this study, which is very recent, actually shows that, by Nathan Gotch here, just giving credit where credit is due, that Google kind of penalizes AI content. They studied 487 search results and found that 83% of top Google search results are not using AI generated content. So what does that mean, and how do we address it? Overall traffic is falling. We think that generating more content on the right topics to turn it around is the only way to get us back to where we need to be. We're also doing things on other platforms like YouTube and Instagram and other social media. We'll talk about that in a future video, but specifically turning it around on Google, which is still a very important platform, obviously. What are we doing in our agency? Well, again, like I said, we are using AI processes, but we're doing it with human authority. And we think that that's really the right combination. You have to use AI, but have a human authority base to make that content what Google will perceive as high quality. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we've always used in our content production processes, we've always used great journalistic methods like interviews to get testimonials, to get lengthy quotes from experts, and we've always put that into our writing, obviously, and we'll continue to do that. But we've generated tons of content in the past, and a lot of what we've already generated, we should be able to go back and mine to get into the new content that we're generating. And so it's been difficult and cumbersome and expensive to do that in the past, but no more, because AI helps us to go back and look at all this content that we've produced and quickly gather quotes and long form interviews that are relevant to whatever we happen to be writing about at that time. So for one client, for example, we manage a podcast and we have, I think, more than 100 episodes of past episodes. So one process inside of our new content generation process is to ask a LLM to mine all of this past content for the specific topic and themes that I'm writing about. So if I'm writing about a specific topic and I have 2 or 3 themes within it, I will ask it to find experts from these past podcasts and other long form media that we have to mine that and pull out relevant long quotes that we can bring into our content. And we can do that relatively quickly. So what's the bottom line? Well, we've come up with a process where we can now write better articles in half the time. And this is the type of promise that we are committed to constantly be making with our clients. How do we do more with less? This is what the expectation is in the world of AI. We came up with this new content production process that's better optimized, makes things more readable, and makes it even more authentic probably than we were in the past, with human signals, insights from all this expertise that we've had in the past. And I think this is exactly what Google is wanting us to do, to use these tools in a way that can help to leverage all of the human expertise that we have within our clients' organizations. Now, we've also come across better ways to check if that content is actually written by AI. And so our first go around on this with our SEO expert, with a test article that he created, came back with a human score from Winston AI of just 3%. So despite using a lot of this human content, mining these past podcasts and testimonial videos and those sorts of things to get transcripts to push into it, we still only got a human score of roughly 3%. And so with a lot of back and forth and a lot of prompting, we were able to get this up to over 50% in the human score and get some improvements on the readability score as well. So our mission moving forward is to continue to do this, bring in these long form human quotes, human testimonials, human expertise from podcasts and interviews that our content writers do to grab the human expertise that we need to pass this test of true authority and expertise, and also make all of our content more human and relatable, not just for the algorithms, obviously, but the end result for the actual humans who are reading that content as well and relating to it. So that's what we're up to in Tell Me More these days. Let us know in the comments what you're doing to address these challenges. If you're seeing similar graphs that are alarming for you and your clients, and we'll report back on how our new production process is going here in a few weeks and months.